Hey everyone, Joey here with Green Horizon Trade. Let's break down today's ORB Scanner setup and the rule of the day for January 8th of 2026. Today was a great example of how execution determines whether a setup is a winner or not. We had a clear winner with SXTC, a solid secondary continuation in CGTL, and a really important conditional trade with FLYX, which was a winner if you sold into the strength and a loser if you overstayed. This distinction is exactly what today's rule of the day is about. Overall, today's market rewarded traders who waited for confirmation and respected structure. The ORB Scanner did exactly what it is designed to do. It surfaces names with volume, range, and opportunity. What mattered most today wasn't finding the setup, it was knowing how the trade was supposed to be managed. Let's go ahead and get into the first ticker that I want to talk about, which is SXTC. SXTC broke ORB high with volume, reclaimed VWAP, and respected the EMA 9. Look at this. It is a nice clean upward motion as it comes in. Volume as it broke up its ORB high and pulled back. You can see the volume itself kind of comes in. The volume comes in and it keeps going up. Look at this nice trend. Comes in, keeps going up. Now on this one right here, there was no reason for me to get out of it until it hit about this mark right here, which is around the 362 area. But what's interesting about this, since this was such a good stock and trade that I did, I actually ended up taking a BRB trade on this as well, which is up in this area right here. Now, as I mentioned, what a BRB is, that's when it breaks, retests and breaks, and this is what that was. So I saw that it was pulling back to the 9 EMA again, which is one of the things that I want to look for when it comes to a BRB trade. Is you see we have a couple of green candles that comes up, pulls back to the EMA, doesn't really print below that EMA line, and then it shoots up. Your entry on this one was 487. And then the second that it started putting in another red candle, I actually got out. So I didn't even wait for it to hit the 9 EMA because it got very overextended up here. I wasn't too far in it. So I was actually able to capture another 16% on this, which is another 70 cents a share, is what I was able to actually capture on this. So on this stock, I was able to trade twice, and both trades were winners. So the next up is CGTL that I want to talk about today. So this one, yet again, you could have probably done the same thing with a BRB if you wanted later on in it, but it had a nice, good, clean setup opening up. You have a nice, good pullback, and then it breaks above the ORB high, and it also crosses over the 9 EMA and VWAP. So CGTL confirmed above ORB high, stayed organized, and continued to respect short-term structure. These trades don't always feel exciting when you get something like this, but they are how consistency is built. Small, clean wins matter just as much as those big movers. Everyone wants to go and get, that $1,000 mover or whatever. And what they don't realize is taking $50 here, $100 there, all adds up. And it's safer to do it that way than it is to get in and try to capitalize as much as you possibly can. What you need to ask yourself is, what is enough? What is your goal? So your goal starting out shouldn't be about how much money you make. It should be about recognizing the moves and when to get out. And that actually leads us up into the next ticker I want to talk about today, which is FLYX. I actually made money on this one as well. And I know I've kind of talked about this previously before. This one did halt. Actually, right as I got into it, it halted, which was very interesting for me. So FLYX was a winner if you entered on the ORB break and sold into strength immediately following the halt, as I mentioned. That's what I did. It came in, as soon as I got in, I put in my take profits and my stop losses, as I always do. And because it halted, I put in my stop loss at 850 is what I ended up doing. And hoping that when it halts, because you have better chances on the first and second halt that it's going to continue going up. But I don't like to stay in it if it's going to be halting. And so when it unhalted, it immediately went up into strength and got me out. So I was able to take profit on this and not have to worry about it, which I'm happy that I did, because you can see here's the halt right here. It halted right at the ORB high, 744. It opens at 765, which is 20-cent difference, shoots up to 880. Okay, so we're at, you know, the halt 740 and then 880. Okay, that's $1.20 a share that it gets a high up. And then look what happens. And this is why I don't like to stay in them, because the halts will take. Look at that. It's just a sharp decline back down below into that orb. So if you didn't set your take profit and say enough is enough, then you would actually lost money on this. If you ignored the change in character and hoped for continuation on these, gains were given back. So all the gains that you would have made on CGTL or SXTC would have been given back. All the gains that you would have potentially had in FLYX would have been gone. This wasn't a bad setup. It was a failure to recognize when the trade was complete if you stayed in it. That would have been where your issue was, but it was still a good trade for first morning, for opening. Why this matters? Well, this is why entries alone don't make you profitable. Trade management does. And I have information on the website about trade management if you need it. It's free. Just go over to greenhorizontrade.com and look under all my different material, and you'll find trade management there. Some orb trades are continuation trades that they'll just keep going up and up, just like kind of SXTC was. It just keeps going up. And some others are momentum trades. Your job is really, when you're in it, is to identify which one you're in early and manage it correctly. That's the important thing. That's why I don't like to get in too many at once. Within the morning, I'll look at 2 or 3 stocks, and I may actually only enter 1 or 2 of them. Now, I'll probably, if I'm out of one, I'll start looking for maybe a BRB on another one that's doing very well, and then I'll get into that one. But I don't like to have so many on here. And all the really good millionaire traders, they do the exact same thing. They only focus on 1 or 2 trades. So the rule of the day is know what kind of orb trade you're in. Not every orb breakout is meant to be held. It's meant to get in and get out, take that capital. SXTC and CGTL were continuous trades, while FLYX was a momentum trade. It popped, it got, and then it tanked. So that's when you just take what you want. If you're doing stop or trailing stop losses or stop losses, jam that stop loss right up there. That way, if it does break past of it, you're out, you're walking away with profit. Treating all orb trades the same is how good setups turn into bad outcomes because of trade management. You have to focus on trade management. The scanner gives you opportunities, rules give you consistency. Execution determines results. If you follow your plan today, the outcome took care of themselves. If you find this breakdown for today helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel and all the free content that I provide everybody. If you want to see these setups live instead of after the fact, the ORB Scanner is linked below. I do have a free trial associated with it, also a discounted price. And I hope the rest of your trading day goes well. I'll be back tomorrow with another breakdown. Appreciate everyone watching. Thank you.